Hello, hello to all my family and friends. It's me, the sanctified coupon lady, showing the power of the coupon. But you know what? I'm not on here to talk about couponing today. I'm on here talking about being a domestic violence survivor. And let me give you the definition for survivor: a person who survives, especially a person remaining alive after an event in which others have died. And we have known of people that have died, men and women that have died from domestic violence. There are over 2 million women subject to domestic violence, and over 800,000 men that are in some kind of domestic violence situation right as we speak. So this is real. So let me tell you about a story that happened, a true story that happened. I wasn't living here in this area, and this happened probably about 30 years ago, 20 something, 25, 26 years ago. Um, my husband wanted to go on a picnic, so he loved to barbecue. So we went and at the park and everything, kids having fun. At this time, I had three children. Children having fun, everybody just having a good time. So we were riding home, and he stopped at a friend's house. And one thing about me, I was never blind. I knew that my husband was cheating on me, but I didn't even feel like dealing with it. He was cheating. He was cheating. I knew it, and he had the nerve to take me to the woman's house. He didn't think I knew the guy was his friend, but and it was his sister that he was having the affair with. So we riding home, and he just hauls off and hit me. Now I should be hauling off hitting you because you the one that's cheating, but no, you gonna haul off and hit me. So we get to the house, we fighting, not really fighting because I didn't. I was too scared to fight back, believe it or not, much as my big mouth is now, but I was so scared to fight back because I didn't know what would happen if I fought back. So I didn't fight back. I just stood there and took the punches and just dealt with it like that. So the following weekend, it started all over again. This time it was on a Friday, but luckily it started raining. So I said, well, you know what? I'm going to go to church. He must have knew that I wasn't coming back because he looked out the door and kept calling my name, telling me to come here. I said, nope, nope, I'm not going back in the house. Nope, not today. But my children were still in the house. What do you do when your children are still in the house or when your children are still there with that abuser? I never had to worry about him abusing the children because he never hit the children. He never even spanked the children. I don't think I really never worried about that. So I wasn't afraid of that part. So I went to a friend's house. I thought they was having church and they didn't have church that night. So I ended up going to a friend's house telling her everything that had happened. So spent the night at her house. So the next day I was like, you know what? I gotta get my children. I gotta go get my children. So was driving down the street, and I see him and my son walking down the street because I had the car. He was going to the payphone to use the payphone, probably to call somebody to see have they seen me or whatever. So I gets to the house and I grabbed the two girls. They didn't even have shoes on. They were sitting there on the couch. I remember it so well. Y'all excuse me, but I just get teary eyed just thinking about this sometimes. So I grabbed my two girls and I got in the car and I drove. And I said, Lord, I gotta go back and get my son. I gotta go back and get my son. So I waited a couple of days, and I knew if I went to the school on a Monday, he would probably be there waiting for me. So I decided to go later on in the week. So when I got up to the school, I said, Lord, just help me. Lord, just give me the strength to get up here to the school and get my son. So I gets to the school, I pulls him out of school, and he has a note, and his dad had given him a note begging me to come back to the house, come back. He's sorry for what he did. Same old, same old, same old thing that happens all the time. They beg you to come back. They promise they won't do it again, but it had been going on so many times. And at that point in time, I was just really fed up. So we ended up staying at a shelter, and we stayed at that shelter for at least they give you like 30 days, but since we were from out of town, they let us stay there 60 days. So, and I think we even stayed over our 60-day mark. So you know what? If you're in a domestic violence situation and you want to get out, pray. pray, 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 and pray some more. Let somebody know what's going on. I think my family knew that I was in a domestic violence situation, but they didn't want to get involved because they knew I was going bad. So they probably saying, what's the point? I'm not getting involved in this because all she's going to do is go back. So again, it's the coupon lady, the